What's up, y'all? It is morning, okay? And I am, as y'all know, if you watch me regularly, that I sometimes come in with these ride to work, random ramblings videos, and I haven't done one in a few weeks, so I figured I would do one this morning, just for, excuse me y'all, just for shits and giggles. I don't know how many giggles we're gonna get this morning, because I just am not in a laughing mood. I don't know why in particular, but I just, you know, we all had those days when, you know, you're just not here for nothing. And, you know, but that's not to say that I'm putting forth any self-fulfilling prophecies of having a bad day or self-sabotaging my day or anything like that. It just sometimes gets redundant, you know, the constant grind, the constant hustle, the constant you know, just trying to make shit happen for yourself. So anyway, I think later on I may come back with a Black Ink Crew. I started watching it, but then I tuned into Miss K's live stream and was having you know, just chopping it up with them. So and then I forgot to set my DVR to record as well, so it's recording today around sometime in the afternoon, and I'm gonna watch it this evening at some point. So I'll probably come back this evening with a review, maybe. So look, y'all, I want to talk about something, and the reason why I decided I wanted to talk about it this morning is because something happened on my way home from work yesterday. When I was on the escalator at the metro, I heard this loud talking behind me, and at first it was inaudible. I couldn't make out what was being said. It just sounded like two people arguing, but as they got closer, it was a man and a woman. The man, all I kept hearing at first was, I'm trying to defend you. I'm defending your ass. And the girl was like, saying, oh my God, it's over, it's over. And then he said, you always talking about white people or something. All I heard was white people. And then as the argument continued, he was like, you gonna die with these crackers, and I'm defending your ass, you nappy-headed black bitch, you nappy-headed hoe. And you know, at the time it was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, but unfortunately it doesn't surprise me, because I don't know if these two individuals were part of the what we call the conscious community, but it made me think about some of the stuff that kind of goes on, you know, in the conscious community or whatever. And I'm saying this too because I had this run-in on Instagram not too long ago with somebody that, you know, was, I guess, so-called conscious. And okay, so this is the thing. For that man yesterday to be talking to, I don't know what she said to him, but for him to be calling her a nappy-headed black bitch and nappy-headed hoe, and he also said he said something like, I get some bitches that's blacker than you to fuck you up. And I just was like, well, goddamn, like, why is it that we always find a way to just always turn on ourselves? You know what I mean? Like, why? Because I've read like a lot of comments on certain conscious posts, and people be going back and forth with each other. Now, I understand debate and agreeing to disagree and having different perspectives, but what I noticed more so than not is that a lot of people want to be right, you know, and that's the tone of the exchange a lot, especially in those conscious groups that I've read comments. And I'm like, yeah, we are all on the same, we all in the same boat, you know. I don't understand why everybody thinks that they're more right than the next person because maybe they got more facts or they understand shit more or whatever have you. Like, it just seems to me like people more so engage in those type of conversations not for educational and enlightenment purposes, but they engage in those conversations to be judgmental and to point out how wrong another person is. Now, as far as the exchange that I had on IG, maybe I'll come back in another video and just go through all the particulars. I really don't want to discuss it all right this second, but it was a case in point of exactly what I'm talking about, where, you know, somebody just was grabbing shit out they ass and using that to belittle me as if, you know, I didn't know what I was talking about, or like, you know, just implying bullshit, like implying shit that like I'm stupid and shit. So I don't know, y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, clearly we are in what am I trying to say? Like, we are seeking knowledge more now than I've ever experienced in my lifetime, and I personally benefit from that because I just like to learn. That's just it. I just feel like you never stop learning. I don't care how many degrees you have, how many initials dot behind your name you have, you never stop learning. You know what I'm saying? So I seek knowledge because I feel like it makes me a better person. I watch a lot of documentaries. I, you know, just Google a lot of shit and just poke around the internet and find like research papers and stuff like that, studies and stuff that I just like to read, you know. So that's why I do it, you know. But I mean, I just don't understand why people use this conscious shit to put themselves above other people. And that's not all, you know, that's not the entire conscious community. But it just seemed to me like people just want to be right so badly, you know. And I just don't think that's just the wrong way to approach it. That leads me to something else about when you're having, just be careful who you're talking to and how they're receiving your exchange. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because another thing I noticed too, a lot of times people listen just to respond. People listen just to put forth their rebuttal, you know, because again, a lot of people want to be right. And so just be careful how you're disseminating your information, to who you're disseminating your information, and why. Myself included, get emotional and just want to be able to reach out to somebody and talk. Sometimes, not to everybody, but I mean, just period. People that I trust, that are close to me in my life, like I might want to reach out and talk to them because something may have stricken me right at that moment that's making me feel some type of way. But I do that with the folks who I know I can trust, and the folks who I know don't really have a vested interest in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will tell you shit just so they can keep their irons in the fire. You know what I mean? Like, people, okay, say for instance you dealing with somebody, you know, like your boo or whatever. You think that's your boo. And that person will just continue to string you along, like knowing, like you've told them you want to be in a relationship. You want to know what's up with y'all. You know, like, what's up with me and you? Like, we've been kicking it, we vibe, we had fun together and everything, and we seem to both want the same things out of life. They know that because you told them. But the whole time they know that they not fucking with you like that, but they'll keep telling you, yeah, I fuck with you. You know, we gonna do this, we gonna do that, and they just telling you that because they just trying to keep they dog in the fight with you. Like, because they know if they tell you straight up, like, nah, you know, I'm really not interested in none of that, they know that you're a ghost on their ass. You know, so just be aware and just be mindful of that. I had to learn that shit the hard way because I made the mistake in thinking that people will treat you the way you treat them. You know, I made the mistake in thinking that, you know, I made the mistake in thinking that if I'm good to people, they'll be good to me. And that shit is so wrong in assuming. But, you know, that just comes with living, you know. But it just is what it is. So, and then, you know, don't be scared to cut people off, regardless of who they are. If they not adding any value to your life, and I don't just mean like value, like, you know, monetary, like paying for shit for you and shit like that, that's empty. I mean, like, if they're not adding value to your life to where they are like offering or like contributing or solidifying your peace of mind, then don't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with it, because life is too short, number one, and it's too many people out here in this world that will do you right. So, I don't know. Sometimes I get in these moods, y'all, and as y'all get to know me a little bit better, y'all see, like, I'm very much a, overall don't give a fuck type person, you know, and I don't mean that I'm heartless, but it's just like shit that I don't have no control of, shit that I don't have no control over, I don't give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have an attitude today, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't do nothing about that. Just don't bring that shit over here, because don't bring that shit over here, you know. And then even too, a lot of times I tend to let certain shit slide because I just don't have time to be addressing any and every and all things all the time, you know. So that's that. Yeah, so another thing is my mantra that I live by is, just because I can doesn't mean I should. You know, it's people out here that you can clearly see that you could like take advantage of them. You know, blind spots in people's mindset where after you interact with them for a little while, you can clearly see that you can, if you wanted to, you could really play tricks on them, you know. But I'm just like, yeah, you wouldn't want nobody to do that to you, so don't do that to nobody. So and somebody who really had a hand in developing that part of my psyche is my my grandmother. You know, she taught me compassion. So it's like, I say it all the time, just because you can doesn't mean you should. And a lot of people don't live by that. You know, just because you can do some shit doesn't mean you should, you know. So that's that. And then just circling back around to the people who be trying to string you along. Look, tell them motherfuckers, look, fuck with it or don't. You know what I'm saying? I hate when you take the initiative to be straight up with a person and you articulate clearly to them what it is that is on your mind, and they just act dumbfounded. You know what I'm saying? They take advantage of that shit because or maybe I don't know. I don't even want to say they act dumbfounded, but not everybody communicates the same way, you know. So maybe if you're able to articulate something, don't assume that everybody else is going to be able to articulate it in the same way. But at the same time, if you're dealing with a person on a certain level and you take the initiative to always be straight up with them and tell them exactly what's on your mind, and don't expect them to be a mind reader, yet they take advantage of it by not listening to you and not even trying or putting forth effort, then tell that motherfucker, look, fuck with it or don't, okay? Because if you're not gonna fuck with it, then just get the fuck on. What are we doing? You know? So that's that, y'all. I don't know. I'm glad I came through, you know, to talk to y'all, because I'm getting ready to go into a 5-hour long marathon meeting, and I just needed to be able to just ramble for a minute, because I need to be able to pay attention when I'm in a meeting. And last but certainly not least, I want to thank all of the new people who have subscribed to my channel. Listen, if we in the comments and I tell you I appreciate you, I'm saying that because I mean that. Like, because for y'all to subscribe to my bullshit, you know, it just, I don't know, it means something, because that means that you have taken the time out of your day, your busy schedule, whatever you have going on in your life, to subscribe to my channel. Not even just subscribe to my channel, but you've taken time out to view my content, and you feel invested enough to subscribe to the channel, which that says a lot, you know, because y'all don't have to do that. So thank y'all so much for subscribing to the channel and coming through, stopping through, kicking it with me and everything. And everybody lately who has opened up their live streams, and everybody who I've had conversations with. Thank y'all so much. This YouTube journey is just beginning for me. I don't really know where it's gonna go, you know, but it just is what it is. The YouTube world is big enough for everybody. So my one little spot here on YouTube, it just is what it is. And I've noticed that I do a lot better here on YouTube when I don't really try to hold myself to a regimen. I just do it for the enjoyment of creating content and developing relationships. So again, thank y'all so much for everything. So yeah, I think that's it, y'all. I hope this conversation wasn't too heavy. It's just some stuff that I had on my mind. And leave it in the comments. Just let me know what you guys think. Like, how you feel about cutting people off. How do you feel about having a I don't give a fuck attitude, and how that I don't give a fuck attitude can really get misconstrued. But again, I'll say what I mean by that is not that I'm heartless or that I don't care about shit. It's just that shit that I can't control, I'm not going to worry about, and I'm not going to stress myself out about. So on that note, y'all, I am going to end this video right here. Rate, comment, subscribe, you know, all that par for the course YouTube shit that I say. And y'all have a good day. I will catch y'all in the next video.